FlosstUbe. My name is KatieCat14 and this is Stitching in Chaos. Welcome to my channel. I have a bit disorganized mind frame tonight, so I'm hoping this goes well. I do have my notes, but they're kind of like hither and yon. They're wonky. I don't know. I have my notes, but I'm not sure they'll be useful. I wanted to give you a little bit of a life update. It's a new year. I hope the new year has been treating you well. We have had a pretty rough start to our new year. We've had a lot of friends lose parents. We've had some lose sisters. We've had 4 or 5 deaths recently, including one of my favorite YouTubers. His name is Brian Barczyk. If you guys like the reptile world, he was pretty... he's like one of the founding fathers of the ball python breeding world, and he's dying of pancreatic cancer. We're expecting news any minute. And we're all really sad. Like, it's been a year already. We've lost a lot. But, you know, we just kind of got to get through it. And it's chaotic. That's what this world is. We kind of got to roll with the punches, I guess. I don't know. My theme for 2024, a lot of people do word of the years. I have a hard time with word of the years, mainly because I forget what I picked, or it doesn't make sense to me after a while. I don't know. But my theme, I think, for 2024 will be growth. I want to focus on growing as a person. I want to focus on growing as a cross-stitcher. I want to focus on growing as a mother, you know, as a wife. I want to see real progress in my life this year. That probably should always be my goal, you know. We should always strive to be better people. We should always strive to grow in our various areas. Wherever we're planted, we should grow. But I don't know, it's really hit me hard this year. I really would like to do better, you know. And with that, one of my growth goals is to get finishes. I want to finish some of this cross stitch. We have a lot of cross stitch. I recently put out a whip parade. You'll probably see quite a few of them again, and I'm gonna just briefly show them and move on because you did see them in my previous video. I have joined a new group called Soulful Stitching. I saw it on one of the floss tubes that I watch. I wonder if it was 911 Stitcher, but she's the Soulful Stitcher, and she's got a thing going on that if you post 9 or 8 works in progresses, and by the end of the year you finish half of them, which would be 4, only 4, then she'll put you in a raffle kind of thing to pick out a name, you know, a random name picker for a gift card. And that was super exciting. So I did that, and I wanted to show you my 8 projects. You have previously seen them, so this should be quick. Well, I've been working on this one, so this one's a new one. But Steampunk Frog got a lot of new progress. Its eyes are almost finished. I almost have its mouth defined. I've worked on its hat a lot. Steampunk Frog is going quite nicely. I'm very excited about it. So this will be one of my goals for finishing for 2024. Steampunk Frog. I want it finished. And it should get finished by all rights. Another one of my goals is to finish Dinosaur Forest. Dinosaur Forest, about the same as you saw it last time. Another one of my goals is to finish Treasure Island. About the same as you saw it last time. Got some green in that one side, which is pretty exciting. I want to finish this one, and that's going to be a trick because there's not much there, but I do. I want to finish. This is Don't Feed the Plants. I got it from Be Stitch Me. And I want to finish, this isn't the last one, but I want to finish Winter Woods that I started this last winter. And my last one is actually a double project. I want to finish Take Me to the Sea, which is upside down. Take Me to the Sea. And I want to finish... Oh, this isn't the last one. Man, I can't count today. This is 7. I want to finish Maritime Sampler. That's what this is called. Maritime Sampler. Okay, my last one. For sure this time. I want to finish my Dreamcatcher Snow Dragon. And all of these I showed longer in more detail with more information on them on my whip parade. I don't know if you've noticed this. We got our bagpipes in. So this is, let me see if I can show you. This is our new set of bagpipes. We got them. I'm very excited. My son is very excited. We actually have no clue how to use them. We have a small clue how to use them, but we don't actually know enough to get them up and running yet. We're actually doing that this week, so it'll be exciting. So that was the projects that I really want to finish in 2024, especially for the Soulful Stitching Challenge. Yes. I got a new planner this year, 2024. So this is Year Full of Stitches, and it's super cute. I really love it. This is from Creative Crafting. It came in this really nice box. I can actually use this like as a floss box or something. It shows me who it's from on the side. It's a nice sturdy box. So, I know a lot of you do Book of Days, and Book of Days has been so fun to see from everybody. But I wanted something a little bit different, and this is definitely different. It's got a little fancy strap, and it's sparkly. I don't know if you can see the strap is sparkly. So what this is, it's a journal. It's a floss journal. It's got a lot of, it's very progress heavy. So it's got places for me to put my goals. And it's got, these are the days that I cross-stitched. I just get to do another spool for each day that I've been cross-stitching this year. And it is a leap year this year, so we get to use this little guy as our leap year day, which is kind of fun. It's got places to put my finishes, pictures of my finishes, to keep track of those. I've never done that before. This keeps track of my stitches with the whips. I'm not using it very actively. Progress tracking. This is a place to put each whip and the colors and any notes that I might have of it, which is nice. And then there's the months. So they get, oh, sorry, that one actually was a free one that they released. Each month has its own butterfly this year. It's a little small pattern. They did release the January one for free, but I couldn't tell you where, so I don't want to show you too much. But it is a nice, like, realistic butterfly. They're modeled after real life butterflies. And it's a challenge. These people, they have goals, and it came with stickers. I've never used stickers. Of course, I've never had a cross-stitch journal before, so. Shopping list that you can take to the store. And here's their stitching challenge. So they have points that you can ring up each month, and you can be entered to win something. The prize for this month is a choice from their Etsy store from Creatively Stitching. They have an oops. If you mess up, you can get points for messing up, which is kind of fun. You can see I've already got 3 out of the 5, and it's not very far into the month. I have not spilled something on a whip yet, and I have not lost a needle yet, and I hope those two don't happen, obviously. That's why they're oops. It's got stitching challenges. I've got 1,000 stitches this month, and I'm super excited to try to get more. They have, it's not Whip Go, it's Stitch Go. They have different challenges on a Stitch Go board that you can cross off and get points for the month. So this is kind of like a really fun challenge. Oh, a really fun challenge journal, and it's very, very progress heavy. I wanted to show you, oh, they have it written out by week, so each week has its own. The only thing that bothers me a little bit is their weekdays are Monday through Sunday, and it bothers me because I do start my week on Sunday. Sunday's what I start my week on, so it kind of throws me for a loop just a little bit there, but it's not too big of a deal. You can see I've been using the daily ones to keep track of my whips that I've worked on for that day and how many stitches I got. So at the end of the month, I'm not showing you that. Okay, at the end of the month, you can go back to one of these pages. One of these pages. Anyway, there's somewhere in here. Maybe it's in the beginning. You can go back and tally your total stitches for the month, and you can keep track of your average daily stitch, your average weekly stitch, and I'm really looking forward to doing that. Like, if I don't lose it, I've already lost it twice, but if I don't lose it permanently, this will be a really, really fun thing to keep track of throughout the year, and at the end of the year, you can see how much growth you actually made. So I'm looking forward to using this. I thought that was super neat. On that note, I did start some temperature stitch-alongs. I'm using my journal to keep track of the temperatures. So I'm doing one for Hawaii and one for us. So I put in H for Hawaii and keep track of the temperature there, and I put in A for Alaska, keep track of our temperature there. They are Sprouting Lupine from Etsy. Did a Quaker basket sampler, and that's the one I'm working on for Alaska. That's my start. I'm actually a few days behind. When I did get my floss, the store that I got my floss from, we only have Michael's and Joann's here, and I wanted to get my floss soon. So the store that I got my floss from did not actually have some of the numbers that I needed. But it's okay because there's only 3 stitches a day. That's not a big deal. I'm so excited. So that's my start for the Alaska temperature stitch along. My Hawaii temperature stitch along is from Stitching Mommy. It's called Temperature Turtles, and I'm actually behind on this too. This is a turtle. This is its foot. This is its tail. There'll be another foot over here, a head, and some fins. There's not much variation, so I've used 2 colors so far in my turtle. And again, I'm missing one of the colors. They don't have like 9, 11, 30. They start at like 2, 11 or something. They don't carry smaller numbers. I guess they think people don't use them. But I'll have to order them online, and then I'll catch up, and it won't be a big deal because again, there's like 6, maybe 9 stitches per day. So not a big deal. But this is my start. I'm very excited. I did look up the average temperature for Hawaii because I know we get a good temperature range. We go down to -20, sometimes -30. Not often, but a couple years we have, and I've been here for too many years. and then we get up to like 90s. So we get a good range. So I was like, I hope Hawaii gets a good range. It's Hawaii. It doesn't get a good range. In the winter months, Hawaii is like 75 average, and in the summer months it doesn't get above 90. So like there's this much range for Hawaii. So most of the turtles in the temperature stitch along are going to be green, but that's okay. They're turtles. I mean, there's not going to be much variation, but at least they'll be able to see the temperatures, you know, so it'll be fun. I am doing Whip Go again this year, and part of the fun things about my book is that I get to keep Whip Go in my, oh, you know what, I bet I put it in February. I get to keep it in my pockets. So my journal has pockets that I can keep papers in, and I'm keeping my Whip Go in my pockets. Now the numbers have been already called for January. Obviously, we're already in January. So I put my Whip Go in February's pockets, and these are the patterns that I picked out. Each pattern is on there twice because my goal is finishes, and so I wanted extra time to work on each one. The ones called for this month are my Sea and my Take Me to the Sea and my Maritime Sampler ones that I've already shown you. And then Cardinals was actually called. So I talked about Cardinals last year, and I actually worked on it in December. So here is my Cardinals one. I will be working on this more this month. Hopefully we'll get some bird definition in here. There should be a beak. But you did see this for Whip Go. So, I mean, you saw this from my whip parade. So I will be working on that for WhipGo. I'm excited to figure out what February will be, but it'll be a little while before then. Oh, on my WhipGo, I'm sorry I keep calling it that, on my whip parade, I showed you 2 projects that were dirty, and it, like, broke my heart. I told you that I was going to try to clean them with some OxiClean, Max Force, and I did. Let me tell you, it's so clean! It's so clean! I'm so excited. It's also upside down again. This is still a little grungy, but I didn't really focus on that. I focused on the stitches themselves, and it's so clean! I am so excited I can continue working on this, no problems. I am so excited. If you guys, okay, small infomercial for OxiClean, non-sponsored. If you guys are discouraged by dirty projects, use OxiClean. It is awesome. I also cleaned, oh, this was Thomas Kincaid Lighthouse. That's what that was. I also cleaned my bothy threads, Dreambird, and it came out. All of that pink stain that was on there because something got spilled, it came out, and it looks pristine, except it's not ironed, you know, but that's okay. I'm super pleased with this. So, I just had to share that with you guys because it made me happy. This might be a short video. I'm almost finished. I wanted to talk to you about what I was planning for the next year. And I do have a lot of ambitious plans, but I don't think that I'm going to actually get a lot of them done. So, like, this is what I want to do, but whether I'll have time to do it or not is doubtful. I did have a new start for the new year. I started something. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I actually started Mother Nature from Just Cross Stitch. I started on Winter. She is super pretty. I really love the detail in her dress. I love that she has a deer with her. She's super pretty. So I started it on Paranormal fabric by Bestitch Me because I have a lot of Bestitch Me fabric. And that's the start. So it looks kind of like it will blend in, but it actually doesn't. I did a good floss toss and I looked at everything and it's not going to blend in and she's going to be gorgeous. So this is the whole fabric. And she's just going to be right there in the middle. Let's see if I can do this. Right there in the middle. It'll be very nice. So my plan for these seasons is to work on them during the season. So, it's January, it's winter, I'm working on the winter project. When March comes around, I think spring is in March, I'm going to be working on the spring one. She's very pretty too. I like how the birds are flying away with her hair. When summer comes, I will be working on the summer one. I like all of her flowers and the waterfall. When autumn comes, I will be working on autumn. I love the owl and the pumpkins. Super cool. And then I'm going to recycle. So when winter comes again, I'm going to work on the winter one again. I do have a special Christmas one that I wanted to do also. She's probably my favorite out of the set. I love her bright colors. And I love the squirrels, the lantern, her braided hair. I just love all of it. So this is again from Just Cross Stitch, the 2023 magazines. So that's my plan. We'll see how it goes. I did get a small start this year, so we'll continue with that. You know what? I didn't show you. These were in my whip parade, and I didn't get anything extra done, but I did work on these last ones, so I wanted to show you again. This is my drummers, and I'm going to continue working on that here and there. And this is my nativity that I did, and I did work on that last month, so I will keep working on that one as well. I would really like to work on my dragons. So these are from Ann Stokes. She does these dragons. There's this beautiful, in the world of cross stitching, beautiful green one. And then there's this beautiful, like, beige one, I guess I would say. So I really do want to work on, or start these next year. I might start these for Mania, because I don't have a lot of new starts planned. Because again, my goal is to finish some of them, right? So it's going to seem like I have a lot of new starts planned, but I really don't. Oh, I'm so disorganized. I apologize. I meant to tell you, I realized that I did forget one of my whips in my whip parade. I forgot my Wounded Warrior. Unfortunately, I can't find it right now. I thought I knew where it was. I went to where it was, and it was gone. So I'm going to have to do some digging in my stuff. I don't have a lot of stuff. I don't know how I keep losing things. I do know. But it was a really big bummer. When I find it, I will be using OxyClean on it because it does have stuff spilled on it too. So, I don't know. But I wanted to acknowledge that that was missing in my whip go. It is not an unfinished project. I have not given up on it. It's called End of the Trail. I keep calling it Wounded Warrior because that's how I think about it in my mind. But it's called End of the Trail. I don't have a picture of it right now. But when I find it, I will put it back with everything else. And it's still one of my active projects that I'm hoping to do. New starts. Back to new starts. I'm sorry, I'm so jumpy. I don't know. I just had a really emotional time and my brain isn't taking it well, so I'm super disorganized and I apologize. One of the ones that I wanted to start, I thought I'd start it on my 40 count opal fabric. I don't have it in front of me. I should have grabbed it. But she is so beautiful. I love her so much. She's called Earth Dancer. I would like to have her skin tones just a little bit darker. But this is by Butternut Road. So if I have time, find a place to start her, I'd really love to start her. She's beautiful. Some of the projects that I'm going to be doing this next year, I'm going to be doing winter cross-stitch camp from Colorado Cross Stitcher. I had to look at my notes. So she does summer camps every year, and I think she's still planning on doing a February summer camp. I will have to double check, but if she does the February summer camp, which is her winter one, I will be joining. Don't know what her theme is going to be yet, but I'm also going to do her summer cross-stitch camps, and her August cross-stitch camp always gets me. Her theme for her August cross-stitch camp is do something new, something that you've never tried before. I've tried a lot of things. I am running out of new things to try, and I know that I'm really not, but that's how I feel. I have to go digging for something that I haven't done before. I've tried a whole bunch of designers. I've tried a whole bunch of different styles of cross stitch. I've tried a whole bunch of different threads, a whole bunch of different fabrics. Like, there's not much new that I feel like I could try. I could try out a new needle, but that's not really the point of it. The point is to stitch something you've not tried before. But anyway, I'm still thinking about that. I have a pile of projects that are possible projects for cross stitch camp, winter or summer. We'll see what the themes are, and that will really help me zero in on one of them. They're all pretty similar though. So this one is just a little tiny music sampler. I don't even know what it's called. It's a Gift of Music by Chateau de Musique. I don't know how to, I'm not very good at French. but it's really, really cute. I really like it. So I thought about making it into a coin purse for my mom or a gift for my auntie who teaches piano. My mom and my auntie both love music, and they both play piano quite nicely. My mom just doesn't have the patience to teach piano, which is completely understandable. So I pulled these out. These are our birth months, and I thought it might be fun to stitch some of these for summer camp, February and March and April. All of our birth months in our family are kind of in a row. So I pulled these out for cross stitch camp. If the theme is stitch something pink, I can do April. If the theme is stitch something with trees, I can do May. Like, I have options. So I thought these would be a good thing to pull out. Also, I have 2 siblings that were born in April, and I thought that this would be really fun to do for them. So that was another option that I had. I got this several years ago from Fat Quarter Shop. This is from the Fat Quarter Shop. I thought this would be really fun. I don't know that I can stitch this in 1 month, because that's the goal, is to start something and finish it in 1 month. I can look at this. It says 15 by 11, but there's a lot of empty space in there. I'd probably have to do a coin toss, but if she says, like, stitch something with buttons or stitch something winter, I thought we could try to work with that. It's so cute. I really like it. So those are some of my possible new starts for next year. I am part of the Dragons by Climbing Goat Climbing Mountain. It's called Dragons, a Field Guide, and I have joined that one, and they're coming out January. I couldn't think of the month. Where they're coming out January 10th. I've decided to use my November Be Stitch Me Fabric of the Month neutral for it. I did show you guys this, but you didn't see it because I showed it to you in a separate video, and when we went to put my November video up, I think it was November, maybe it was December. When we went to put the video with the November Be Stitch Me Fabric of the Month up, we forgot to add it. So this is the second time I'm recording these. This was the November one. It's called Macchiato. And that's perfect because our dog's name is Macchiato. So we have a little Yorkie poo. His name is Banks, Mr. Banks, because he was expensive. My husband didn't want to name him, so I was like, well, he's expensive. We keep our money in a bank. Let's call him Mr. Banks. And that's exactly what he is. Come here, Banks. Come here. Come here. He is so tiny, he does floss tubes with me. He's right here. Hey, Mr. Banks. He's a good boy. Kind of woke him up. So, he's like, I just want to sleep. So this is our Yorkie poo. And our other dog, he's a German Shepherd mix. And he's much bigger. And he doesn't do floss tube with me because he would be chaotic. He would be everywhere. But, it's really funny because, I told my husband, I said, I'm going to stitch the dragons on Macchiato. And he's like, oh, poor Maki. I was like, I am not giving our dog a fabric tattoo. I'm stitching on Macchiato fabric from Be Stitch Me. So it's been a really fun kind of joke in our family that I'm going to be stitching on Macchiato. Speaking of fabrics of the month, I did not get any of them out of the packaging. I'm sorry. I'll try not to crinkle them. So this was the one for November for the color. It's so beautiful. I don't know what I'm going to do it with, but it's so vibrant. I love it. And then the December fabrics of the month. This is, they got out late. They had some sickness, I think. They had a hard time with their family, sickness, something. So December got out late. We just got it a couple days ago. It was like January 2 when we got it. So this is, oh, I forgot to tell you. The name for the other one was Fall Foliage, which really, like, bright orange. Yeah. The name of this one is Into the Veil, and it's like a soft green, almost minty kind of fabric. It's super pretty. into the veil. This was their neutral. And I was surprised because it's very colorful, you know? It's like, it's obviously very green, but this was their neutral fabric of the month. And then I did get their color fabric of the month. This is called Blue Moon. It's so pretty. I probably would have preferred to do Winter Woods on something like this, but I didn't know like this existed, so I did Winter Woods on Mystic from 123 Stitch. But Blue Moon, very, very pretty fabric. I am going to be doing cross stitch camp, soulful stitching with Go, Sunflower September. I'm going to be starting Sunburst from Satsuma Street in September for Sunflower September. And then I'm doing Christmas in July, and I tried to organize that with cross stitch camp in July, so I try to pick a Christmas cross stitch camp project. So we'll see what that is. I don't have any plans except for maybe the snowballs for sale, but it depends on what the theme is, of course. I think those are the only events that I'm doing this year for cross stitching, and it's quite a lot actually. Whip Go and finishing and everything, it's quite a lot, so that'll be good. I did have a very big disappointment last year. Blue Flower Seasons of the Heart, I had summer halfway finished and then the project disappeared. I haven't been able to find it, and that's very discouraging. So I did order new fabric, and I ordered new floss, and I ordered a pattern because I didn't have it again because it was with my project when it disappeared. So I'm going to be working on this one, and then right after this one I will be doing the autumn one to finish off this set. I think that's it. If I've missed something, oh, I have missed something, yes! I was gonna say if I've missed something, I will let you know next video, but I don't have to because I remembered. So I did get some haul this month, and I wasn't expecting it. So I actually got all of this haul today. I had a lady from my church come up to me because today was Saturday, and she was like, I was going through my closets, I found some cross stitch stuff. Here you go, Merry Christmas. And I was actually very excited. So in this cross stitch kit that she gave me, there was this, it's like an order form magazine, cross stitch sewn, Bonnie's cross stitch sewn. There's no patterns in this, it's just showing you what patterns are available for order, and I thought that would be fun to look through. We got Stony Creek collection, Lifetime of Memories, and it's got a lot of events. It's got like confirmations, there's a thing for dad, class of, there's a thing for mom. You can see some of the ones on the front. There's like baptisms and birthdays, wedding anniversaries. Thank goodness it's Friday, 9 weekend projects. I've never heard of this before. Let's see, this is from Jeanette Cruz Designs. I have heard of that. So, bunch of nice little samplers. This is very sweet. I like this one. Retirement is like a day at the beach. I've never heard a retired person actually say that. She gave me this really pretty woodland fairy one. Leisure Arts. This one looks super familiar. I may have this one. I will have to check. Peace on Earth. I like that. It's pretty. She gave me really cool Celtic designs. And this is not, I was hoping this would be more of a historical embroidery thing, but what they did is they looked at Celtic art, they looked at statues and mosaics and things like that, and they designed their own cross stitch based on that kind of style. But the cool thing about this book, as you go through it, it shows you a picture of what kind of thing they got it from. And it gives you a detailed history about where that thing was from, how it was used, why they used it as their design. So, as a history buff, I don't know that I can claim that, but I just did. As a history enthusiast, this is super interesting. I'm going to really enjoy reading that. I might not cross-stitch from this book particularly, but I will definitely enjoy reading all about the influence that they chose for their cross-stitches. So here's one of the ones that they finished in this one. Super cute. It is. Super cute. So I don't know that I have a pot like that. I don't know. But anyway, I thought that was super neat. So this is, again, Celtic cross-stitch samplers. Some people say Celtic. I say Celtic. And there were 2 kits. So this is a full kit, unopened, dimensions. Teddy Bear Tea Party, super cute. My boy Emery loves this one. He wants to stitch it, but this is way too complicated. But it is really cute. And then I got a Busilla counted cross-stitch kit. I have a love-hate relationship with Busilla. I love their designs. I love their patterns. It's so beautiful. Look at this. It's so beautiful. But I hate the way they organize their floss. I hate their floss organizing system. I really do. I actually have made a choice to not get Busilla kits because of this. It's very unhelpful. I have gotten several of their kits in the past, and I have been unable to figure out which floss was for which symbol. Like, really, it's bad. And it might just be me, but it's bad. But I love it. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to have to really struggle, like, internally to see whether I want to start this or not. I do want to start it, but I don't know that I want to go through the hassle of fixing all of their floss. I would rather just have the pattern and buy my own floss for it. That would work much better. Also, as I'm setting up, I have all of my cross-stitch stuff all around me, and I'm getting set up, and I'm looking for, like, my magazines and my books. My husband walks in with the mail for the day, and I got a package from Forestry. I'm so excited. So my floss is here, the floss that I've been missing. This is the floss for Dinosaur Forest, because remember I ran out of that green, so I will be able to try the green. Something that puzzles me is I got 2 of them. I only ordered 1, so I'm going to have to see, like, these are expensive. These are actually really expensive. I'm going to have to see why I got 2 of them instead of just 1, and see if they want me to, like, return one of them, because I really don't think I paid for 2. But anyway, I got the green, so hopefully we can finish. Hopefully it'll match. I haven't checked it because I just got it tonight. Hopefully it'll match the green that I used in the dinosaur. And I got the Treasure Island floss pack, and I'm so excited. It looks like it's going to match. This is the color that I needed. This is the color for all of the border around each, like, character. That one looks like it's going to match. This one doesn't match at all with the color that I had previously. I kind of briefly looked at them. So I hope that you know, I hope it's workable. I hope we'll get it all to match. So, but I'm super excited that it's here. Now I can try and get started. I did order 1 single one because I was trying to figure out Owl Forestry's, like, categorical system, and I thought, I'm not super confident in my understanding of how they organize their floss, so I'll order 1. This was supposed to be the yellow that I was missing. It actually turned out not to be the yellow that I was missing. It turned out to be this funny color right here that I was just talking about. So I still don't understand their organizational systems. If I did, I could just order the one that I need and be done with it, but it doesn't make sense yet. I'm still working on it. It will make sense eventually, I'm pretty sure. So those were needed for my patterns, obviously, to keep going on them. These were just for fun. So I did order scissor fob. This was the scissor fob for Dinosaur Forest. It has a little stegosaurus right there. with some ancient plants and some green beads. Super pretty. I'm going to put this on one of my green scissors that I got recently from somewhere. I can't remember. Anyway, I got some green scissors and I'm going to put this on them. That'll be super cool. And then I got some needle minders. So I used to use needle minders all the time, and then I started stitching from hand, and they just kind of weigh down the fabric and they make it difficult. So I haven't used needle minders so much stitching in hand, but I have places where I stick needle minders, my cross stitch cabinet that I put my magazines in is actually a filing cabinet, and it's metal, so I put all my needle minders there. I got this. This was with the Treasure Island needle minder pack. This was just called Book. It's so pretty. And this was also with the Treasure Island needle pack, and it was called Schooner. I thought those were really, really fun. So I got them just for me as a treat. And now I think that's it. Let me double check. We did Whip Parade, Stitchy Plans, Whip Go, Self Stitching, Winter Camp, Summer Camp, Sunflower, Christmas, New Year, New Starts. Let's see. Oh, so one of the starts that I'm planning this year is 4 seasons. 4 elements from Satsuma Street. That's one of the ones I'm hoping to finish this year. I have no plans for when I'm going to start the 4 elements, but I do have definite plans of starting the 4 elements this next year. But it is one of my 8 hopeful finishes. You saw the dragons from World of Cross Stitch. You saw Dragons, a field guide. Oh, Climbing Goat Designs. That's what it was. Climbing Goat Designs. Dragons, a field guide. Stitched on my dog, Macchiato. So point of interest. In 2022, I had 11 finishes. I feel like that's a very small number. However, in 2023, I had 8 finishes. So, keeping track of that, we'll see how many finishes I have in 2024. The thing is, in 2022, I was still doing a lot more smalls. Like smalls, really small, like ornament kind of things. In 2023, I got to start doing larger projects, and I still had a whole bunch of larger projects left over from when I did Stitch Mania in 2021. I finished my smalls that I had started back then. So, you know, it's a number. And it doesn't really matter, to be honest, because I have started doing larger projects. I don't know, but hopefully we can at least get 4 finishes next year. That would be nice. That's all. That's all I have for you today. I hope your new year is treating you good. I hope you're having fun cross-stitching. I hope that you are inspired by some of the projects that I have. And as always, life is chaotic. It's hard. Life is not easy. Anyone who says life is easy, like, has a really positive mind frame. Because it is hard. But even in all this chaos, we can still keep our chin up. So, I hope that you have a good month, and I will see you in February. Goodbye.